This video review goes out to Emgo, the freaking geek himself. You don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face! Can we please not bring in dinosaurs into this place? I mean, Prime I can understand. He's a jerk. That I have no problem with. But a dinosaur? Ugh. Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? BlackXANA here with a brand new video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at is the 2-pack Target exclusive Optimus Prime Silver Knight version and a Grimlock. So here we are, and there they are, all nice up in the packaging, and of course, first and foremost is the packaging itself, so let's get right down to that. And you can see that Optimus and Grimlock are in the boxes. You got some nice obligatory art of Optimus all on the box itself. You're going to have to excuse me on the lighting here. It's not been so great as of late. You've got the word Transformers on one side here, and there's the shadow of my arm. On the side of the box, you've got a nice Autobot logo inside of what appears to be a fireball. Oh well. Yeah, on the back, you've got your obligatory product, what they can do, and so forth and such. And of course, the Dinobot lights up! And on the bottom, well, not much on the bottom. Probably just your warning labels and such. So, nothing much about that. So anyways, that's it for the box itself. So let's go ahead and open her up. So here we now have both Optimus and Grimlock out of their box and packaging. And of course, they do come with 3 accessories. You've got a sword for Optimus, a shield for Grimlock, and of course a sword for Grimlock as well. So, now they do have ports on them, but I think I'm going to have Optimus hold his sword here. So, he'll be ready for battle. And there are also ports on Grimlock. I'm going to put a shield on his left arm here. And just stay there. Yep. Get him his sword. Oh, no. Can't have the fist going yet. There we go. And there they are, set and ready for battle. Now, the one thing I do like about these figures is that, well, on the plus side, they're both chrome, but they're in different colors. For instance, Grimlock here has this nice, shiny gold chrome on his chest plate, and has a few bits on the toe pieces here, but that's mostly for transformation purposes when he's in Dinobot mode. Optimus, on the other hand, he's got some nice chrome on his chest, as well as on his legs. Very good, very nice. There's also a hint of blue detailing right there inside the chrome. So that is really nice, in my opinion. So, I wish they put in a bit more red for his torso, but then again, this is a Silver Knight version. So, which is very good. Now, the only downfall with this figure is that you have this nose piece that acts like a big backpack. And that's kind of a kibble right there. And sometimes I'm really not fond of kibble, but I think I'll make an exception for this right now. Because, I mean, come on, it's shiny, it's awesome, it's Optimus Prime! Okay. Now, between these two figures, we have a movie 3 version, which is Dark Side of the Moon. And then we have a game version right here. And I believe this is the Fall of Cybertron. So if anyone knows anything about that, please correct me if I'm wrong. They still look good. I mean, hey, Grimlock, he's got nice detailing, front-wise. Hold on one sec. Yeah, thought I was going to sneeze for a moment there. You don't want sneezing in the review. So, anyway, he's got nice detailing in his chest plates. Very good. He's got his Autobot logo, and of course, Grimlock has some really nice red pipe lighting going through his head. So, I don't know if you can see that. No, guess not. Well, let's see if I get a flashlight nearby. No flashlight, but I guess this will work. Let's see. I haven't used this thing in a while. No? Probably needs new batteries, but it really is good. Legs, I like to say it's very good. You got some molded details in the siding. So, of course, this part here becomes the tail once transformed. Backside is kind of hollow. But then again, that is to be expected, as well as the torso. But there's a main reason for that, as the entire back area is his Dinobot form, which becomes a backpack. Now, there's a switch here that is part of a gimmick for the lighting, and you've got to put some real pressure down onto it. It's not real easy. So, and it does light up, as you can see. Let's bring it back right up front so you can, if this will cooperate, come on. Oh, it doesn't look like I can get it to light up like I want it. Nope. It's being stubborn. Or maybe I'm being stubborn. Oh well. I will get it eventually. Maybe for role-playing. Who knows? So, now as I said, there are some ports here on a Grimlock, which are kind of nice. It allows you to store almost shields, weapons, or anything. And, of course, his sword has a couple of pegs on it, so if you don't want to hold it in the hand, you can probably do something like this with it. So he's still armed for battle in a Cybertronian way. Which, in my opinion, this looks kind of good, but if you prefer the hands over that, then go ahead. Why not? It's your choice. No one has to force you or anything. So I do like where these thighs are. I mean, you've got some red detailing on the upper parts, is where there's black at the swivel connection joint. So, articulation for Grimlock. It does bend at the knees, though they are kind of stiff on mine. So, legs can go forward or back. It's a nice ratchety joint, and as well as in and out, but not as much. And I seem to have popped off an arm. I'll be right back, folks. So, and we're back. So, I kind of pulled off this arm by mistake. So, had to get off camera for a moment and fix it, which does happen. Let's see. I believe I was in articulations. Now, sadly, there is no swivel joint for the waist, so you can't move that. It's just one big solid piece. Nothing I can do about it. As you already know, the elbows can bend, and they also act as the knees in a Dinobot mode. There's a swivel at the upper part of the arm near the shoulder. Surprisingly, there's also a swivel at the fist. So that's a plus size. That's a plus side, excuse me. Shoulders can go in and out and move about very nicely, and will become a bit stubborn when transforming, but that's to be expected, of course, unless there are those of you who can handle it pretty easily. And finally, the head itself. Let's see, is this on a boat? No, that's on a swivel. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, turns out it is on the ball joint, but fortunately, movement is very, very limited. So, that's pretty much it for Grimlock. So, now to transform Grimlock. So what you're going to do here is take the figure itself. We're going to start by turning the wrists and unfold the arm right over here. And you just want to push that fist right in, and this will become one of the feet for his Dinobot mode. Second verse, same as the first. Push that in. A note about this, so when you're trying to transform the fist into the Dinobot feet, be very wary about these chrome parts, because sometimes if you're not very careful, they will pop off. So try to be careful of what you're doing if you already have this figure. Next, we're going to come back here and change the backpack, flipping it entirely around. So, by doing that, bring the Dinobot head all the way out and cover up the robot head. Now click right in. So, there you go. Bring these down. Starting to look like more of a Dinobot than a robot. So, next up, move these arms, which will become legs, at a 90-degree angle. Like so. And for this next part is a bit tricky. They're on the parts that was used to build this makes them look like a double joint. So bring this down here, give you guys a good show. What you want to do here is fold it in, and then bring it out like so, just to strain it up. It will be a bit finicky at times, but you'll get the hang of it sooner or later. Same with this one. Nice. and that will be that. So there's most of Dinobot. So I'm going to bend the knees or elbows just to give it a nice stance later on. Finally, when you come back here to the legs, what you're going to do is unclip the main section down here. Let's see if I can get this. Come on. And they'll be swerved upwards on a double joint. Got one. Let's get the second. Come on. Come on. There we go. 2 for 2. So bring them straight up. And you can collapse the feet in if you want, but I would recommend waiting until you have at least the entire tail completely lined up. So once you have these two main sections upwards, go ahead and collapse the entire tail section together. So you can do this and there. Finally, bring all this in. And there you have the tail. Oh, gotta bring this in too. So. And there you have Grimlock in his Dinobot form. Oop. Yeah, like I said, that joint there is going to be a bit finicky. Let's bring this down a bit. So, in a way, he's kind of shrunk. Now, if you're not careful on balancing this guy, he will tip over, like you just saw there. As for storing his sword and shield, you're basically going to use the same ports. So, attach the shield over here. Sword, I think I'll have it like this over here. Alright. So, it looks like he's prepped and ready whenever he's in Dinobot mode. I've got to say, I am a bit thrilled with dinosaurs, but mostly I have how these guys transform even more. As far as this gimmick goes, the same thing applies, only not only do you get that little light up feature, but if you pull this button here back, it will open his mouth. So that's pretty cool. Now that we are through with Grimlock, now we can get on with Optimus Prime. So let's start with articulation as well as details, as I did not bring them up earlier. Articulation-wise, he has a knee joint right here, can go about 90 degrees. Leg can go in and out on a ball joint. There's also a swivel in the thigh, but on mine it's really, really stiff. So, foot-wise, not much because of transformation purposes. So that's quite a bummer. He does have a bit of a waist movement, but that's mostly for transformation purposes. Yet again, it doesn't do quite much unless you want to try to strike some poses with him. I'm going to remove the sword here for a moment. Again, just like Grimlock, he does have some ports on him. One on each arm right here. Let's see. Elbow, double joint. It can fold up into itself, as you can see, but again, that is for transformation. Ball jointed shoulder, swivel in the arm, nothing much in the hand because it's pretty much solid and only meant for holding a sword or a gun. Nothing much I can do there. And as far as the head, it's pretty much on a swivel. You can't get much out of it. Now, detailing out of this, there are some, I don't know what you want to call this. It's quite a... Okay, this is an embarrassment. Seems that the right arm likes to... is that the right arm? No, that's the left. That's the left arm. Seems that one likes to pop off on me. Well, that's the first time happening. Yeah. And stay there. Now, again, back to detail. It appears that the arms look like they've been molded out of the movie version of Optimus Prime. So, and again, that's from number 3. I do like the blue detail for his abs. That's a nice touch there. So, there's also some molded in detail within his legs, starting from the thigh going straight down. And you know, see the shiny trick parts. So, 2 wheels in the back, which is kind of okay. There's also details within his torso. If I lift up his arm here, you can see it within this piece of the shoulder blade, as well as some molded detail within the chrome part here. So, and again, I have to say that it's real good and real nice. I mean, this is one terrific figure. So, I mean, who doesn't like Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, especially in this 2-pack here with the Grimlock? So that's cool. Now let's get on to transforming Optimus. So what you want to do here, I think we're going to start down at the legs. What you're going to do here is come around back and unpeg the inner parts of the wheel. If they'll only let me. Well, I think it'll be better if I got my spare stylus out. So, let's see if this will work. I know these parts can be a little stingy, and they don't like to come out cooperatively. Okay, is that one? No, it's still in there. Come on. Oh, these legs are a bit finicky. I'm going to be right back, folks. And I'm back. So yeah, they kind of didn't want to unpeg because it was safe and secure right in there. And a real tight one, too. So as I was saying before, unpeg the inner wheels and bring them out. Come to the front side, turn this part of the foot, and then bring it straight over. Seems this is another one that doesn't like to cooperate. There we go. Now that's off. Now, when you bring this over, this little peg here is going to tab into that hole down here. So just bring it down like so, and so just, yep. Okay, that's one side, and then next you're gonna, like Grimlock, this is gonna be on a double hinge going right up. So let's unpeg it, and bring it up. There's going to be a little chrome-like peg down here, and I'm sorry if that blares you out. Chrome-like peg over here that's going to yeah, that really doesn't help with him being all shiny. Peg from right over here into this hole over here. So, this up. Oh, come on. Come on. Get that all the way in. Yeah. Okay. So there's one. There's one part for Prime's transformation. Second verse, same as the first. It's down. Bring it. Down, and it goes. Up to get. And peg right in. Peg in. Peg in! There. And as soon as you have these two transformed, you're going to bring them together like so. And there. There's the back section to the truck mode, or its vehicle form. Next up, come back here and unpeg the front section of the truck. The oversized backpack kibble, however you want to call it. Bring the entire front side of Prime, release his arms all the way up, then twist it around a full 180. So, once you've got that done, bring the arms back down, fold them in like so, thanks to that double hinge. So, push in the head, and if you want to release the head any time when you're transforming him, here's a little helpful hint. Right now his head is currently safe, locked, and secured right inside the cab right there. When you come back here, there's going to be a little tab over here, and when you push it, the head will just pop right up. So, I'll show you again like so. See? That's just a simple one easy step. Push that back in. Next up, close up the cab section. Bring these two parts all the way around. They're on hinges, by the way. Come back over here. And tab this little peg right here is going to tab into this hole, so you want to tab those together. It's not always easy at first, but you'll manage in time. Oh, wait just a minute. I seem to have forgotten one step. Drats! Okay, my mistake. Easy fix, easy fix. What you want to do when you bring these two around, make sure that these two parts are folded in over like so. Okay, and set that up right there. And now we close it up. Gonna tab it all nice and secure. Come on. There. There. Should it. Alright. Next up, bring the bottom assembly all the way up. It's going to be on a hinge, and what's going to happen next is that there are two peg-like tabs that are going to peg into these two holes down here. So do that, and that's not going to go anywhere. And lastly, bring this front part up and slide it right in. And there you have is Optimus Prime in its truck mode. And I've got to say, it is very, very shiny. I've got to love the truck details within this mode, because I'm really surprised that that Hasbro actually kept in at least some details that represent Prime. I mean, look, you've got the red flames here on his roof. There's hardly any blue except for what's right here in his robot mode. This is just sheer genius. And of course, you've also got the clear or plastic that represents the windows, so, which is kind of cool in a way. And now again, he does have a couple of ports for almost any weapons, like Grimlock's sword or his shield. His sword, sure, you can pick that in as well, but yeah, you can definitely peg it in, but to me, this way it kind of looks silly. I mean, you don't see a truck holding a sword or driving by. I mean, the moment it comes to a bridge, bang! It either cuts the bridge and slices or knocks it right off. So, yeah, a bit silly if you ask me. Well, all in all, I think it's quite good. Now, for comparison, it kind of looks like that Grimlock is a bit more bigger than Optimus. So, I mean, that's a bit of a surprise, or at least a bit of a shock. So I wasn't quite expecting that. I think it's mostly because of the legs that he was built with. So, and I also think that the same also applies when they're in robot forms, but maybe just by a few centimeters or so, perhaps. But other than that, I really think that these are some cool toys here. So if you're kind of a Transformer fan out there and want to pick these up, the only place you can get them right now is over at Target. They're the big exclusive. So in my opinion, these are some really great toys for your collection as a Transformer fan. And since this is a shout out to Emgo316, I will leave a link in the descriptions below. So go have a look at his page for all sorts of toy reviews and gags he does, which I must admit I really love, by the way. So big thumbs up to Emgo, really big thumbs up. You rock. So anyway, this is BlackXANA saying, tower deactivated, and to Emgo the Freaking Geek himself, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face! Okay, Grimlock, if you're going to be around here, we need to set a few ground rules for you. You understand? Me, Grimlock, understand. Okay. First off, we can't be having you thrashing around in your Dinobot mode. You'll be creating a mess all over like that. You got it? Me, Grimlock, understand. Second, you're not allowed to breathe fire around here, nor use your weapons unless it's really important, like taking out Megatron and his creeps. You got it? Me, Grimlock, understand. And finally, most importantly,
You or any other Dinobot is forbidden of going near Teletran 1. Do I make myself clear?
Me Grimlock understand.
Can't you say anything else besides that?
Me Grimlock King!
Sure, right up until Prime's right on you're back in a battle.
What? No one rides Grimlock into battle. Me Grimlock King! Me Grimlock also, see? Cerulean Salami. Cerulean Salami? How'd he do that?